There is something strange about holding a camera this small. You expect compromise, grainy footage, toy-like build, the usual. But the Osmo Nano feels different. It feels like DJI tried to shrink a real camera, not just a gadget. It fits in your palm, weighs almost nothing, yet somehow it captures the world with more intention than it should. Built around 1 to 1.3 inch sensor, it captures surprising detail for something that weighs just 52 grams. 140 degrees field of view, f2.8 lens, ISO that stretches from 100 all the way to 25,600. This isn't pretending to be a cinema camera. It's an action cam, but one that's pushing the edge of what an action cam can be.
I was really debating, should I get the new Ray-Ban Meta glasses that can shoot 3K? I almost bought it. However, DJI released this thing and I was really impressed how tiny it is. And I needed the camera to capture BTS on the go, where you don't need to set up, you don't need to worry too much about settings. You can just dial in once and leave it for the rest of the day if the lighting conditions doesn't change. I needed something small, something that clips on everything basically, and I needed something reliable. Now we all know DJI, we all love their products, we use them all the time. So when they released the Osmo Nano, it was a no-brainer. I knew that the camera is gonna be good. I just didn't know how good is it gonna be.
Battery life on the camera alone is around 90 minutes, but the dock stretches that past 3 hours and even fast charges it to 80% in about 20 minutes. For footage, it will do 4K 60 and even 4K 120 in certain modes. It shoots 10-bit D-Log-M, which is insane for something this size. The built-in storage comes in 64 or 128 gigs, and the read-write speeds are proper fast, 400 to 600 megabytes per second. So for once, storage isn't the bottleneck. Inside the dock, there's a microSD slot, a bigger battery, and a tiny touchscreen that actually feels usable. You can move your clips with one click straight from the camera to the card, grab it, offload it, and go again. The magnet system is brilliant. It clicks into place, locks onto metal, and suddenly you are shooting from places you would never dare to put your main camera to. It's fast, efficient, and weirdly satisfying, like everything just snaps into workflow mode.
The camera is so extremely small when you detach it from its screen that you can literally get the wildest shots, get the camera into the tiniest spaces or into most discrete spaces. You probably didn't even realize that this whole time I was filming myself on the side with the camera attached to the pole.
For stabilization, you've got rocksteady and horizon balancing. Horizon balancing sounds cool. It tries to lock your horizon completely flat, but in practice, it doesn't hold up too well. When you're walking or panning, it starts to jitter, trying too hard to stabilize the frame. Rocksteady though, looks smooth and natural. The only downside is that your horizon shifts slightly during movement, but I would take that any day over the jitter. It's good to know the limits. Once you find that balance, the footage feels clean. Low light, you can shoot it, but it's not made for it. You will see noise and you will lose detail, but the fact that you can still shoot in those conditions at all is kind of an insane for something this small. It's one of those cameras that reminds you, it's not about perfection, it's about accessibility, it's about getting the shot. It's waterproof down to 10 meters. There's gesture recording, built-in mics, and support for DJI's wireless mics, without needing a receiver.
This is the audio that you get from the DJI Osmo Nano. And one thing I realized it's extremely impressive because this is a waterproof camera. You can actually put this camera under the water with no other attachments, no extra cases, nothing. And the sound still sounds so incredibly clear. It's literally just the microphone in this tiny little camera, and that's how it performs. Obviously, you can't compete with the actual proper clip-on mic, but it's great. For something quick, something without any worries, without carrying any external mics, if you just want to capture the moment, if you want to say something to the camera, that's gonna be more than enough.
And if you really want to geek out, they claim up to 13.5 stops of dynamic range, which, even if it's optimistic, is wild for something this tiny. For me, this isn't a main camera. It's a tool, a creative extension. I would never use it on set, unless it's for something wild, a space too tight, a place you would never reach otherwise. But for behind the scenes, for moments between moments, for shots that just happen, this thing is perfect. It lets you capture those seconds you would normally miss, the build-up, the silence, the in-between, and that's what excites me. Because it's no longer about having the biggest camera. It's about having one that's always ready. And this one is.
Considering its size and how performative it is, the functions that this camera provides and overall size of the camera and the durability of the camera is incredible. The only thing that maybe bothered me a little bit was the jitters in the horizon lock stabilization. But then again, we're talking about the action cam that's trying to stabilize itself, having only 1-inch sensor and doing it through AI. It's not going to be perfect, but can you blame it? I can bet you money that this camera will become a BTS king in no time. It's really incredible, and I can guarantee you that like in the next couple of months, you'll be seeing a ton of content from me that is going to be filmed with Osmo Nano, because it's just incredible. I really can't say anything bad about this camera. It's great, it's small, it packs a punch, it films great, 13.5 dynamic stops. What else can you want in such a small body?
The Osmo Nano isn't trying to replace anything. It's trying to expand what's possible. And honestly, that's what filmmaking is about. Finding new ways to see the world.